I'm Evan, and today I'll show you how to trim a Palo Verde tree. Palo Verde trees are the state tree of Arizona. They're characterized by their green trunk and their very wide canopy, and also the yellow blooms that happen in the springtime every year. Now there's a couple different varieties of Palo Verdes. Mine behind me is a Desert Museum Palo Verde, and it's thornless. If trimmed correctly over time, this tree can grow 25 feet tall and 25 feet wide. But not many can accomplish this because it takes a lot of time and a lot of grooming with the right cuts on the tree. These trees grow fast. I'm actually trimming my tree maybe about once a month or every other month, and if not, it gets out of hand. Right now it's pretty overgrown, so let me take you through the steps. So the main reason to trim or prune this Palo Verde tree is for strength because of the wind. We get major winds here, especially during monsoon season, and these trees are very well known to blow over, break off a huge limb, and that's no fun. Now, trimming can be done with multiple different tools. When I first got this tree 4 years ago, I started trimming with this hand shear, and it really just got the job done. I didn't really need anything else. And then over time, branches started getting bigger, so I started using a reciprocating saw, which actually works fantastic. This is my favorite tool by far to trim the tree. But now with it growing, I don't know how tall it is, 20 feet, I had to switch to a pole saw. This one is electric, burns your shoulders pretty good, and it's pretty wobbly when you got it all the way extended. So the number one thing about trimming this tree is safety. If you don't feel comfortable climbing the ladder or climbing the tree, don't do it. Just hire out a professional. There are some times where the ladder is a little bit wobbly where I just don't do it. I have to adjust the ladder or find a safer position for the ladder. One thing to note is that you should never trim off more than 20 to 25% of the tree at once. It can really injure the tree. One thing to do when you first acquire your Palo Verde tree is to select about 8 to 10 main branches that you're going to be keeping and maintaining. And those are going to be your canopy that will grow out. And everything from there you'll have to trim off so you can keep growing out that main canopy shoot. So when you're making a cut on a Palo Verde tree, you're going to cut right at the bifurcation. Say I was going to keep this branch right here. I would cut right here, right at the bifurcation, or also called the crotch. And the important reason for cutting the lower branches, such as right here, this will get cut, is to allow the wind to pass through. It'll blow right through here, and that way the tree won't have more of a likelihood to break off. The wind won't really be affecting it as much. If the tree has these low branches, it'll act as leverage with the wind because the wind won't be blowing through the tree. So the branches will be leveraged, and that's when they're most likely to break off. So what I do is I pretty much start my way from the bottom and I start cutting my way up to what I can reach. There's a certain point where I just can't reach anymore, and that's about when I stop. So you see right there, I trimmed up that branch, and that I still got a little bit more trimming to go there, but that makes it so the wind can flow right through there.
One last tip is you don't want to leave any branches that are pointing downwards. You want to cut them right at the bifurcation, just like any other. And you'll find that the branch that you're cutting from will actually spring upwards when you do cut it.
And that's how you trim a Palo Verde tree. Luckily it's bulk pickup day, so they picked up all my clippings. And that's it for this video. If you learned something, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe.